Kmart in Roblox. Oh my god, it's really blurred. Maybe it's just a bad angle. Here at Kmart Plaza. This is a nice actually this is an elevator game, this is just a Kmart store. There's the Kmart Plaza sign. Here's the Kmart cart corral with all the Kmart carts. This is from like the 1980s. That's the old Kmart sign. It's kind of fun. It's a pretty old game, by the way. But here they have the parking. Too bad a lot of Kmarts have been closing down on Roblox and in real life. But you can see this is still open. This, I think, is supposed to go to like a garage, but they covered it up. There's that classic Kmart cart right there, over by the trash cans, and 2 benches that say, "Thank you for shopping, a saving place." Over here is Kmart Auto. This goes to the auto service. There's the auto over there. It's closed. There's the sign for auto service, and they have this little arrow so you can walk over here to this bench and let the cars go, and then that's where the vehicle goes. And then over there, that door right there is supposed to go to the garden center stuff, but it's closed. So there's the garden shop. They have an arrow pointing at this pole, so I think you can just drive here. Maybe this is just to look at, you just step here so you can look at the garden center. That's their outdoor living. There's a guy right there, but he's just chilling. He's like, "Ooh, this Kmart is beautiful." That's just the Roblox user. I forgot. That's not my friend from Roblox. That's just the random Roblox amateur guy. I don't know. I think that's the developer or something. He just likes to design this game, and it's really nice. But now we're gonna go inside this giant Kmart building, which is very huge. A lot of people say that Kmarts don't exist anymore, but yeah. It's nice that this is the Roblox version, since a lot of Kmarts around my location have been closed, including the last one. But yeah. And then these little poles, I think, are supposed to be like, those are probably just supposed to have like glass in them. Maybe it's supposed to be like an outdoor shop or something. And then over here they have an old Kmart roller coaster merry-go-round. Actually, no, it's a merry-go-round. It's a unicorn style. Just put your coin in there and you can start playing. Here's some more benches and a bunch of trash cans, and then they have a bunch of noisy Coke machines. Clearance sale sign. Sign that says free walk-away, or layaway is what it says. That's an old Kmart catalog. Enter sold here. Clearance sale, everything must go. Yeah. That's because this is like a going out of business sale, but they're kind of getting rid of a couple things. But once you go inside, you have these old push and pull kind of doors. Here's all the shopping carts and the cart corral inside and out. Up here we have a sign that says Kmart Satisfaction Always. You can see a bunch of lights and signs and music here. Over here we have, these are all the registered checkouts with all the thank you signs. We got a bunch of lights, you got a bunch of candy you can get at Kmart. You got some batteries you can get, these are kind of fun. They do have some food too. The Kmart's kind of fun. It's a savings place. You can see it says Kmart, the savings place. And then they have a bunch of mulch you can get. They have Miracle Grow, some Tide, Downy. They have a garden center, stuff for your garden. A bunch of checkouts. They have a pharmacy with the Providin. This is over by the health and beauty goods. They got a bunch of makeup. They have these dial kind of wipes. They have some toothpaste you can get. That's kind of fun. It's like a Target almost, but not quite. They also have auto care. They have Waluigi oil. It's a me, Waluigi. They have Castrio and Eveno. That's kind of nice. They also have the Speed Demon oil for the auto care. They have Super Mario oil. This is a lot of different auto care. They also have a bunch of Kmart toolboxes. A mail. These are all just different types of car batteries. You have car batteries. A bunch of tents and tires. Over here they have a bunch of bathrooms. It's wet floor, and that's a storage room for the employees, and there's one for the pharmacy as well. There's a storage room here and a storage room here, but I can't go in these because it is for staff only. Here's the fishing. There's the shampoo. They have a lot of cool things. Over here they have a jewelry section. A bunch of Kmart watches and bands. Over here they have a bunch of sporting goods by Life's. That's made by Leafy's here. That's a healing kit. They have Coleman fishing stuff. That's a sporting goods. They have a bunch of basketballs and stuff for hunting. Over here they have a camera shop for film service. And there's a sign that says it's about time a family had an affordable camera. And that right there is just an old picture that someone took. And then they have a bunch of different cameras. And also they have camera flash. It's like a bunch of different flashing lights for your camera in case it burns out. And then over there all the different Polaroid cameras. There's a shoe department with men's and women's clothes. There's the girls and boys on the side. These are all like clothes, and there's men's and women's clothes you can get too. Here's the Sciences van. That's from 1966. That's who made the clothes. Over here they have a bunch of TVs you can get at Kmart. This is the Stereo Color Television Center. They have a bunch of different color TVs and a bunch of different appliances you can get over here, like ovens and refrigerators, and even dishwashers on the side too. Here's some old flip clocks you can buy listen to some. These are the Groundhog Day flip clocks, which are basically you set your alarm for 6 a.m. and hear "I Got Your Babe" for Groundhog Day, and then and you get to smash these. There's a lot of them. There's the Serve Kmart sign. Here's the old Atari 2600 that you can buy. There's the controllers for it. They have a bunch of electronics here. They have an old boombox radio that plays Kmart radio. There's some cheap records here. They've got a bunch of records. There's a record player, and then these are all the different records you get to listen to. And then over here we have a blue light that says "Attention Kmart shoppers," and this light usually turns on in case there's something on sale. Then they would have this light flashing, and then someone will announce on the speaker saying, "Attention Kmart shoppers, we have some records on sale for 99 cents. Yeah, that's what you would hear. And then over here we got a bunch of random clothes, and then over here they have a Kmart cafe. You can buy a bunch of drinks and have some good food there. It's kind of fun. They also have so many different signs. There's the Kmart logo. They have a radio up there. It plays the speaker. And they usually play them on a test tower so they can test them and transmit the tapes and record them. And in these cabinets are supposed to be managers' stuff, so, And then outside is the cart bezel you can check out. And that's what this Kmart looks like. But anyways, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more.